So it's 11:04 a.m. It's today. Let me see if I can figure. It's I can't see the date. I don't know. Maybe it's the 30th. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's 11:04. It's today. Whatever today is. You know, I'm sure this video will be dated by the system. So here I am in front of the steakhouse, the Japanese steakhouse, which is great. So about 15 minutes earlier, I pulled into the steakhouse on Daisy. She's looking pretty proud right now. But just 15 minutes earlier, oh my goodness. It wasn't kind of as pleasant as this is now. You know, I had dumped Daisy. I had dumped her in the parking lot. You know, while I was looking at appropriate angled places in the parking lot to park her. So there I am. I dump her, and somebody in the city of nice man in the city of Lincoln pulled over, and we both looked at Daisy on her side, and we're like, "Whoa, that's a lot of bike." And I was saying, "Well, you know, I guess I could unload her." And the guy was like, "Well, you know, what can you push on the panniers, you know, to help get her up?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I think so. I think they'll hold up." And he goes, "Well, I'll push up here on the front." So then, so we push on Daisy, and we get her up. We get her back up. She's looking proud now, and that was all fine and good. And then the Daisy started making noises, like people talking at me noises. And then the front screen, the screen on Daisy is saying SOS, SOS. You know, I'm thinking, whoa, oh no, the SOS system has been activated on Daisy. Whoa, that's not too cool, because number one, when I dumped her, I was rolling around in the parking lot laughing because, you know, I came all the way to Maine. I rode through, you know, the New Hampshire White Mountains. I rode up Mount Washington. You know, I've been up and down, you know, huge mountains, and then I dumped Daisy in the parking lot of a Japanese steakhouse in Maine. You know, whatever. Okay, so now the thing is SOSing, and so me and the guy are looking at it. We're like, well, how do we shut this off? Holy crap! So Daisy is SOSing away, and I'm hitting the hamburger button. This is the hamburger button. Right here. I'm hitting the menu button. I'm hitting all of these buttons. I'm hitting buttons. I'm over here. I'm hitting the mode button. I'm hitting things over here. And I flip this up, the SOS thing, and I push it to see maybe if it'll turn off if I push it a bunch of times. It doesn't really do anything. And so we're sitting here, we're watching the thing, you know, make noises like people are talking at me. And then it starts playing music, and I look at the guy, and I'm like, you know, why is it playing music, you know? And then I was thinking, you know, I guess if I had been in the mountains by myself, and you know, Daisy had you know, trapped me under the motorcycle, and I was, you know, I was deciding whether to gnaw my leg off or not. You know, I would have some nice music to listen to. So props to BMW, you know, for the music. And, you know, so it did stop SOSing after a while. You know, I haven't seen any helicopters here at the steakhouse. So I think everybody must realize, you know, or somehow, you know, the guys in Germany built into the motorcycle that once it's propped up for a while, then it just turns the SOS off. You know, I don't know how these things work, but it was just kind of funny that, you know, in Lincoln, my Daisy was SOSing for me. She was trying to take care of me, and she was playing music. You gotta like that.